So, the last time on RGT. Now, is it sad? Is it bad? Are you glad or whatever? Let's just look at it this way. Memories are brilliant. Anticipation is brilliant, right? We've got great memories of RGT. We've got great anticipation for IndieVelo, where we're all going. So this is a pivotal moment. That's all it is. But we are going to have a party because this is the 95th and final West London VR race on the RGT platform. Right now, of course I'm sad. Of course I wanted it to go on longer. But I'm equally excited about IndieVelo. That's where we're all at. And that's why we're going to have a party tonight. Okay, so let's have a look. Now, there's trophies to be won here. So, who's going to get those trophies? I mean, even though it's only a 4-race series, they had to be curtailed. I've gone out. I've ordered the trophies. They haven't arrived yet, but they're being manufactured. Nick Greenhouse, James Melville, Roy the Rocket Neal are the main contenders. I think it's probably between Nick and James. Roy can get onto that podium. Now, the first three will get a trophy. John Sammer is right behind Roy. Marion Marasek not out of touch either. So those top five all vying for probably 3 trophies. In the ladies' teams, I think the Twickenham ladies are going to turn up today. So let's see what they can do. So the ladies' teams could be interesting. Otherwise, it's West London going to get the first space there. Arlene Davison, I think she'll probably be racing tonight. Spoke to Christine Meek today. I think she's in. Maria hopefully will be there. They are probably going to be the top 3 in the ladies' league, but in which order? Let's see who turns up. Team-wise, Moonriders and Ratio Racing. Oh my God, is this the contest? 6 points between 2 great teams. Moonriders or Ratio Racing. We're watching out for that one. Remember, Moonriders in white jerseys with the green band. Ratio Racing, that black strip with the orange logo on it, okay? Look out for both of those during the race. Moonriders, Ratio Racing. I think that's a big one. Remember that Nick Greenhouse rides for Ratio Racing. Roy the Rocket Neal and Marion Marasek riding... Roy the Rocket Neal riding for Moonriders. Marion Marasek also up there in 5th place riding for Ratio Racing. Ratio Racing usually put out a strong team. But if you look further down at 14th and 15th, you'll see Lorenzo Simons, Wouter Clays. The only reason those two are down there is because they both missed races. So, if Lorenzo and Wouter are in the race, Moonriders could be very, very well placed. If not, you would favour Ratio Racing. Let's see what happens. 1:34 to go at the start. We're going to have a look at the course. Now, Brett Smith, who hopefully will be in for West London riding tonight, actually lives near this course and did this online and then came and joined our in real life club. Now we go down, you go immediately up, then you go down this hill by Taplow House Hotel, which I must mention is where I had my wedding reception. You go along the Bath Road here. This is dead flat. This is along the Thames Valley. Then you go up this climb to the finishing line. Now remember that you see where it says end, that's not the end of the climb. So when you go on to the next lap, there's a little bit more climbing. So you can see the Taplow House Hotel there is on that descent. That's where I had my wedding reception, as I say, or one of the 2 wedding receptions I had. That's not because I've been married twice. That's because I had 2 wedding receptions for my one and only wedding. And we had one for the family and one at the Taplow House Hotel, where it was all soul, funk and reggae just for our friends. So 37 seconds to go. That's the course. So remember, it's a slight uphill and you get this massive downhill by the hotel. That's Berry Hill. Then along the Bath Road, it's called Bath Road, Bath Tap, because it's a Bath Road along the flat bit of the wrong one, back up the hill to Taplow. That's why it's a Bath Tap. 18 seconds to go. Let's see who's on the line. So for the very last time, we go to the start line of a West London VR race. And it looks congested. Lovely to see all those West London jerseys in there. Thank you for turning up, guys. Over 50 riders on the start line, and they are absolutely off. Just look at this. Absolutely storming out. Roy Shields out there first. I can see Mickey Canada in there, as he always is. Gives us a little wave as he goes by. What a fantastic sight. Now, we do get these frenetic starts in these races. And when you convert to IndieVelo, you'll see that we have pacers at the start. So this doesn't quite happen in the same way. But Jan Van Ornard out there. Alison McAlpine in there. Great to see you, Alistair. I know you haven't been in this series so far, but Jan, one of the stars of the series over the years. Mark Rowbottom in there. Nick Greenhouse, of course. Jan Linden, Ivor Copsey, Healy, Alex Gold. Fantastic to see you, Alex. Hope you have a bit more luck than you did on Monday. And this breaking into its... I see one of the Wesley riders in this, Tim Cummins. Not that surprised. Tim is on a rich vein of form. Recently retired. He's obviously got time to go out on the bike and train, hasn't he? He's up there with James Melville at the moment. And those two leading the way. Full 56 kph. Now, of course, we are on the descent of Berry Hill. In fact, Tim will know Berry Hill, actually. It's not... it's one of the rides within our sort of vicinity. Tim on the front, Ivan van Beurs, Doug Hart in there. Thanks for coming, Doug. Hey, Heinrich Mard has got... But I had to read that out. Wahoo Mard. Oh, absolutely brilliant, Henrik. I love that one. So good. Top Jimmy up there in that group, 11th for West London as well. Glad to see you, Mark Rowbottom. I think I mentioned it before. Christophe Contant. Oh, fantastic to see you back. The pedaller's rider lives down there in the Rhone Valley. Doug Hart off the front. Doug is a born leader in this sense. And we see that Christophe Contant going out there giving a little wave. Ivan van Beurs in there for Racio Racing. The two Van Beurs brothers, remember. Can I, in 11th place, the Japanese... Rick Mard. I'm going to laugh every time I read your name. I'm sorry, mate. Great to see Alex Gold up there. Alex had a bit of an unfortunate start. It's a complicated thing to explain, but Alex did actually, it was a DNF. On Monday in our IndieVelo races, Doug Hart off the front. Now, as I said, this is a celebration of everything we've done in the past, right? And everything that everybody else has done. And you'll see from all the logos there that I've included OTR and ECKD. And the reason is that what I want you all to recognise is that when we move over to IndieVelo, we are moving over as a community. And ECKD have been absolutely phenomenal. They brought a lot to the RGT party. They brought all the Danish riders. They really set up something big over there. OTR, probably the biggest organisers on RGT. This is 3 laps, remember. This is halfway around the first lap as we go under. Look at all those logos. As I say, I've incorporated the other organisers that were big on RGT and had big followings. Look, ECKD on the banner there for you. Now, ECKD, if the only night you can race is Wednesday and you're going to miss us, don't worry. ECKD are taking over Wednesdays, okay? So the legacy of this is if you want a Wednesday night ride, 7 p.m. It's half an hour earlier than ours. But going over to IndieVelo, ECKD at 7 p.m. is your ride. So OTR, now they're probably the biggest organisers on RGT. They are going Tuesday and Thursday and are arranging something on Fridays as well. And they're running the TTT series on there as well. As we look at Andrew Walker in their 31st with another Wesley ride as well. And that is... trying to see who it is. It's Top Jimmy. Top Jimmy's obviously dropped out the front group. Top Jimmy had a great result on IndieVelo on Monday. He does like the hills, so this is he's probably got a chance to catch up. Now, 3 of them now. Brett Smith. Brett Smith is in there as well. So Santos. Brett Smith is a little bit behind. Santos. Oh, I always love those blue jerseys with the Belgian badge on as Joba joins that little group. Now, going back to IndieVelo, basically. You sorted out all week. Eileen Davison riding for West London, 34th. She's going for the Ladies' Championship. She's in today. And I think if she gets a decent result, she's unassailable as Ladies' Champion. So Ladies' League is going to Eileen. Good luck, Eileen. 34th at the moment. 52 riders online. A couple of those will be bots. We're looking at the late 40s in terms of finishers. Hiya, Dave. Just got back. Gutted to miss this. Jessica Wright, one of our Ladies' League riders. So we were... I'm really sorry about that, Jessica. Hopefully we'll see you on IndieVelo soon. But thanks for letting us know anyway. Glad you're watching. Talks Norwegian there, riding for OTR. As I say, OTR Tuesdays and Thursdays on IndieVelo, OTR events, and they're bringing a Friday one, and they've got the TTT series. So OTR just going to be dominating on IndieVelo. Watch out for that. We are going to Mondays with our Monday Malarkey one. It's been running for months. We were already on there. And that is where you go. If you're following West London, you go to Mondays. If you want a Wednesday, you go to ECKD. Every other night, OTR are sorting you out. So that's where we're all going. Nick Greenhouse in 3rd, back to the commentary. Doug Hart in 5th. Big names out here. Absolutely fantastic to see him. Harger Copsey in there. Nick Lee in 11th. Carl Zander Pedersen in there. I'm delighted to see all in this group. So quite a select group. Jan van Oldenord and free RGT. Wouter Clays free. I'm loving these slogans. Wouter Clays. Now, Wouter Clays, he's not going to win this series because he's missed races, but Wouter Clays is part of the infrastructure of RGT. Not only has he won this series a couple of times before, he is the man who provides all our results series for us and everything. People work hard behind the scenes and you don't always see it. Wouter is out there, front of house, back of house, free RGT Clays. He's an absolute gen. I've never met him in real life. We tried to hook up in Belgium once, it didn't work. Henrik Mars there. So between Wouter and Henrik, they get the best names of the day. They've just done a lap, by the way. They just threw the lap signs there. That's the end of the first lap. So great stuff, Henrik Mars. So I'm loving the slogans. Well done, Wouter and Henrik. Igor Kopsy in the Slovenian. Stevie Cooper, I haven't mentioned in there, alongside James Melville, riding for Glasgow United. These people are stalwarts of the last, it's nearly 4 years, it's over 3.5 years, somewhere between 3.5 4 years that we've been doing this. 95th actual official race. I run others, it's been over 100, but the 95th West London VR one. And we are going to go out smiling. We're not going to get all tearful about this because one door closes, another one opens. Alistair McAlpine now, Igor Kopsy, all I see is Wahoo. Alistair McAlpine and Henrik Mard now, a little bit off the front. Nick Greenhouse, Wouter free RGT Clays. The protest slogans are wonderful. And Doug Hart in there. Christophe Contant, Nick Greenhouse, Jan van Oldenord, Will Brown up there as well, Stevie Cooper, Mark Rowbottom, Jorgen van Beurs, the other one of the Van Beurs brothers up there from the Netherlands, Alistair McAlpine, I think we've already mentioned. This bunch not quite collective together. Remember, this really is this is a 3-bit course, it's 3 laps, and really what you've got is this sort of like 3 segments. You know, it starts slightly before the top of the hill, but then there's this big descent. Look at this second group catching up and getting on with the first one. Tim Cummins in there, I see. So that's grouping together, enlarging that front group. But like I say, the course really is about 3 segments. You go, apart from the little uphill start, you go downhill, sweeping down Berry Hill, then you go along the Bath Road, deadpan flat, and then you ascend back up to the top. Jan Linden for Pokemotion from the Netherlands. Lovely to hear from Nick Giles this week, who's the man who runs Pokemotion. Keeps his eye on his team as well. John Sammer. I haven't seen John Sammer in the race so far, so maybe John's not made it. John, the Pokemotion rider, probably that we know very well. Matt Hammond in there for Ratio Racing as well. You can see in that black strip with the orange streak, as this front group now is very split out, isn't it? There's probably about 17, maybe 20 people in the front group at the most, but Will Brown in there. I see Nick Greenhouse, Mark Rowbottom, Marion Marasek as well, Marion riding for Ratio. 5th place, if you remember, in the rankings. So very much in Marion's interest to get somewhere up high, just if he can nudge into that top 3. We send out trophies to anybody in the top 3 of the Ladies League, the top 3 of the general classification. We send the 2 teams, the ladies team and the men's team, prizes as well as we go through the halfway banner on the second lap. There's usually a prize for the best of 6, but there's only 4 races in this series. Gavin Grant! Now, Gavin, you owe me an email, by the way. Gail Robinson behind him as well. A couple of Twickenham riders. I was going to say Lisa West in there for Twickenham as well, 46th. Zatseva, the Russian, at 47. Gavin Grant at 48. Now, Christine Meek, glad you're there, Christine. Lovely to speak to you today. And Christine, very much destined to finish second. Maria Vitsky might have other ideas, though. Christine chasing Maria at the moment. I'm hoping to get them together as teammates in Team Time Trials soon. But Maria just holding off Christine at the moment. A little bit of a battle in the Ladies League, and Lisa West from Twickenham just behind them at 65 metres. And maybe we have a battle royal if these three can get into a little group. Christine just catching up with Maria there, though, isn't she? Working very, very hard. Go on, Christine. It'd be lovely to see the two of you working together. And if we could get Lisa West into that trio, what a sprint finish that would be in the ladies' league. Gavin Grant at 48th, probably the last rider. Now, Gavin telling me that he's just trying to slumber into winter riding. He's working very hard converting his property into a cycle holiday destination. Oh, Christine's gone past Maria, and Maria needs to get on her wheel while she can. Now, Maria just fighting to get on Christine's wheel. Is Christine pulling away? Christine pulling away ever so fractionally. Maria working hard to get on that wheel, though. And I think Christine's just broken the elastic. Maria's going to have to settle to fall back. Lisa West just 30 metres behind Maria now. And so maybe Lisa can catch Maria. I think Maria's pulling back a little bit, though. Look at this, Maria getting back onto Christine's wheel. We'd love to see a trio of ladies fight this one out at the end. There's 6.25. Yes, Maria's back on the wheel. Fantastic. If she can sit there and... yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. Migu Canada above. Oh, this couldn't get better. Now, Maria Vitska and Migu Canada had so many duels at the end of a race that if actually Migu got into this ladies group, this could be the best bit of the race at the end. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Just want Lisa to get on. Oh, Lisa's dragged out to 55 metres. What a shame. Going back to Gavin Grant, though, he's converting his property down near the Pyrenees into a cycle holiday destination place. They're catching up with Migu. Look at this. That's going to be a trio. As we go back to the front group, Alistair McAlpine off the front as he so often is. Doug Hart doing the same. Wouter free RGT. That's fantastic, Wouter. Well done. Alistair off the front. He does like doing this. Doug Hart is another one who likes doing that, and I think Doug Hart will chase that down. Is it time to crack open the champers yet? Well, I've got some drink next to me already, so it's not champers, admittedly. But no, yeah, I'll tell you what. If you're watching this, get yourself out a drink, as long as you're non-alcohol. You know, you're an alcoholic, or not an alcoholic. No, as long as you're not teetotal, or even if you are an alcoholic. As we go past all these banners again, the array of colours as you see as they go through, finishing the second lap, 1 lap to go for these front riders. And you see that ECKD, remember, they are your new Wednesday slot, 7 p.m. on IndieVelo. You're going to ECKD in the future. If you want to stick with West London VR, you go to a Monday, 7:30 p.m. UK time. If you want the other nights, Tuesday or Thursday, you go with OTR. Those are your suppliers on IndieVelo. They are the big guns from RGT that have got replicated races on IV for you. So that's where the numbers will be. That's where you go. Mondays with us, Monday Malarkey we call it. Slight change of branding. OTR running Titans and New Horizons on Tuesdays and Thursdays. ECKD on Wednesdays. And I should also mention that R3R have got a Tuesday night on there, and the Omnium guys are also doing another Wednesday. So plenty to choose from on there. But as I say, the transition from the logos on there, the transition from RGT promoters who have taken their product over to IndieVelo for you. Slight switch of nights, as I say, ECKD will be Wednesday night people. We're switching to Mondays, but there we are. Change is exciting, I often think. Wouter Clay's off the front now. Wouter, a very strong rider. He's won this series twice, and we've had some great memories with Wouter over the years, and he's done so much behind the scenes. He really is part of it. Christophe Contant. Now, Christophe, he lives down near Clermont-Ferrand, I think, in the Rhone Valley or the Massif Central. I haven't seen him for a while, and it's great when somebody like him turns out just to sort of like, you know, show up. Look at those yellow jerseys. Doug Potter, Pedlers, Christophe Contant, all the Pedlers riders at the front, and Henrik Mard. Pedlers not really ever taken an assault on a team prize here, but if they'd ridden like this over the series, they could be well in line for it. Now, Karl-Xander Axel Persson, the Swede, is RGT Sweden, is way off the front. Now, Carl can win races. 2.9 kilometres to go. That's quite early to do it. He's eked out 34 metres though, and now you're trying to tackle a very, very strong crowd, and it's whether or not somebody in that crowd wants to chase Carl. I think they will. I think he's gone a little bit early. You can see that gap closing down now. Jorgen van Beurs, I think, is the rider catching up, the Ratio rider. I got Copsey behind him, but Jorgen is on his own. Even though I think the peloton or the front group of the peloton is catching up, Jorgen back up with. Sorry, I just got a message. Henrik, unfortunately, your language on there is going to offend the American broadcasters. Never mind. It's too late now. You couldn't make it up, could you? I bet there's some people who are not laughing about that. Apparently, the Henrik Mard slogan is not permissible on the American broadcast. Anyway, there we go. We'll think about that later. Christophe Contant now, the Pedalers rider, out in the front. Tim Cummins up in that front group. Just down the road from me. Great to see you up there, Tim. And it's Carl again, once more, going off the front. He's trying again. He's a strong rider. He can win races, as I've said before. Around that sharp bend, we are now going up the ascent. And it's all about this climb to the finish, 1.82 kilometres. It's not a steep climb, but it is a steady long one. Carl just keeping that gap now. He's got 14 metres on the others. 15, 16, 17. It's fluctuating a little bit. Somebody's chasing. It's Alex Gold. Alex can get up hills. I know Alex. He's from our area. And Alex has got thighs bigger than those tree trunks he's cycling past, I can tell you. He has got the power to get up this climb, and he will know this climb too. Alex Gold and Iger Copsey, a former pro. Now, they're going to catch up with Carl. They're probably going to go past him. The rest of the peloton is there. Carl gives us a wave. But can Carl slip in and still get a podium position? Get in there, Carl. Don't let them go past. Tuck in and take the draft. It's uphill. 1.3 kilometres to go. It's uphill. It's only a slight gradient. I know this hill well. I cycle it all the time. It's not a hard hill, but it's hard to sprint up. Nick Greenhalgh going for it as well. Nick probably knows this. Nick likes to go out and test the courses anyway because he's fairly local, so he'll know it. But it's not Nick at the front. It's Iger Copsey at the moment. He's ahead of Nick Greenhalgh. Christophe Contant is in there. Wouter Clay's now vying for the win. 900 metres to go. They are absolutely putting the pressure in. There's a little cluster of about 8 riders at the top that are going to contest this. One of the R3R riders in there as well, I see. It's down to these 6. 2 pedalers, 3 Ratio and 1 Moon Riders. And remember, the team competition is in Moon Riders' hands. They need the points, but Ratio have got riders up. James Melville joins the little group. 690 metres to go. Iger Copsey in the lead now. Ratio Racing. Moon Riders, Wouter Clays. Wouter will need to win this to somehow offset some of the Ratio gains in the points because they've got 3 riders near the top. We've got 2 Glasgow Uniteds in there. James Melville, Alistair McAlpine in the red and white strip. The R3R rider just dropping off a little bit. That's Jan Van Aert, I think. And it's James Melville and Alistair McAlpine chasing the front group. But the front group is dominated by Ratio riders. 300 metres to go. Wouter sitting in the slipstream. Wouter will probably go for a sprint at around 200, 150, 200. James Melville catching up with this group as well. James Melville in with the shout. Wouter goes for it. This is it. It's the 202 metres point where Wouter really does best. He moves over so nobody can get his draft. He's in the lead. Iger Copsey chasing hard though. It's not over yet, but I think Wouter's going to do it. Iger Copsey taking second. Nick Greenhalgh taking third. And James Melville taking fourth. Christophe Contant followed by Alistair McAlpine. Jan van Oudenhoorn, Henrik Mard, Mark Rowbottom coming in, Stevie Cooper, and oh my God, this is amazing. Doug Hart a little bit behind where I'd expect him to finish, finishing behind Carlo Van der Pedersen. Tim Cummins coming at 15th. Great finish, Tim, but probably actually you've been doing so well lately that you're probably disappointed with that one. Jan van Beurs, Jorgen van Beurs, one of the Van Beurs beating Matt Hammond, Alex Gold. Oh, that brilliant start front. Nice to see you in our kit, actually, Alex. You might feel saddle drunk as well, but lovely to see you in our kit as well. We're all good friends, and sometimes we help each other out. So nice to see you riding in our kit, Alex. Thank you very much indeed. Jan van der Linden, the Pokemotion rider. John Samet not here today. Great shame. John Samet, great guy, and not here today for Pokemotion. Jan van der Linden picking up the Pokemotion points there. Let's see who else is riding. We can have a recap of the top 10 in a moment. Will Brown coming in for Westley. Jonathan Crane at 21st. What a privilege. Oh my God. Jonathan Crane. This man, right, sorry, Mr. Parks from Rassier Racing. I'm going to do Jonathan Crane, who just finished ahead of you. A great big. Jonathan Crane is a legend in e-cycling. He's from Birmingham, Alabama. Craig Jones comes in, the Welshman, one of our favourites too. Now, Jonathan Crane is a legend. He comes from Birmingham, Alabama. He raced very often in the early races we did. Joe Healy comes in. And Jonathan, he runs sort of podcasts and streams and all sorts of things of the races he does. And he is an absolute Bible of this sort of thing. He's a legend. And he did a lot of our early races. And the fact, we haven't seen him for a while, I mean, the times from Birmingham, Alabama aren't convenient. And the fact he's taken the trouble to take time off work to come and do our last race, it was an absolute privilege. And Jonathan, if you don't know who Jonathan Crane is, just go and check him out. Top Jimmy now, going past, he's going past Joba, the Belgian in my favourite Belgian jersey. There's another West London rider just chasing up there. It's Andrew Walker, but it's Gusarov now, the Russian, is going to chase Top Jimmy. 330 metres to go. I think Top Jimmy's probably got the power to hold him off. The gap's not closing, but 270 metres, you can burn matches. I think Top Jimmy's pulling away, though. I think, if anything, Gusarov's burnt the matches. Top Jimmy pulling away now. 190 metres to go. Top Jimmy's going to take that place. And Joba's just coming through, the Belgian rider. As I say, my favourite Belgian jersey. Was Andrew Walker. Andrew Walker's still 25 minutes behind. Top Jimmy's being caught, though. Top Jimmy's being caught. Will it run out? 50 metres to go. Joba and Gusarov now. And Top Jimmy just holds on to get it from Joba and Gusarov. Andy Walker coming in next, West London rider. So Andy Walker coming in. Brett Smith coming in now. Brett Smith lives very locally to this course. And he's 31st. So let's see. That's Brett Smith. He's coming in quite slowly. Oh, and he got pinched at the line. Santos. Brett Smith, you were sleeping there, I'm afraid, mate. I think you got caught there. You need to sprint. You didn't see that guy coming. Roy Shields coming up next. Going on the Francais. The Francais 34. After Shields, here's Shields now coming in at 33rd. Going on the La Fonse, coming. Oh, look, going on now, chasing Roy Shields. Can he get an extra place? You get extra points. Going on now. Roy Shields responding. Going on. I think Roy Shields has seen the danger and has taken. I think it's Roy Shields, isn't it? So I'm probably getting confused. But anyway, going on. Eileen Davison at 35th now, hopefully taking the ladies' league if she wins this, which will be a great result. And let's see, Roy Gilmore coming in now, and behind. So we haven't seen Eileen cross the line, but I think Eileen at 35th now is probably crowned ladies champion. Well done, Eileen. Great result. Sorry we didn't quite catch you crossing the line in your moment of glory. And yes, a nice little wave from Mr. Rogers, our Irish friend. Well done. 175 metres to go. I love it when they wave. Talks behind him as well. Colleen, the Russian, Harry Smith, Andy Evans, Gail Robinson at 42nd for Twickenham. It's so nice that some of the names you haven't seen for a while took the trouble to come out on our very, very last race on RGT. Like I say, though, you know, sad as it is, and we will miss this. Look at the colours on that display. Celebrating OTR and ECKD. our friendly. Here's an OTR rider. Look at that, right on cue in the OTR colours. It's Talks coming across the Norwegian. Lovely to speak to you this week as well. Yes, as I say, yes, it might be the end. Colleen, now the Russian, omnipresent in these things. Always a pleasure to have you along. It's yes, it's sad that we're finishing, but it's the start of a new chapter. It always is. You know, the best films have sequels. RGT has got a sequel. It's called IndieVelo. Get yourself over there. Monday nights with us. Monday Malarkey, we call it. We've changed the name a little bit. Tuesdays, got a choice. R3R have got an event. OTR running their Titans event, which had a good turnout. My advice to you, you can't see how many people have entered a race. My advice to you, pick the organisers whose last race had a turnout, because their next race will. If the organiser's not publishing the turnout, it's probably because it's bad. So you can't tell when you look on a race how many people are in it yet. This will change. Gail Robinson, lovely to see you. Gail Burkett, I think her real name, but she rides under Gail Robinson, maiden name, I think. I might have that the wrong way around. But lovely to see you, Gail. Lovely to see you in that Twickenham colour. And Twickenham ladies, well done. Thank you very much for turning out on our last race. Always a pleasure to see you. I don't know if Claire Miller's here tonight. I don't think she is. Christine Meek, then, in Westerly colours. Christine, I've known for years. Spoke to her today on by email. She's in good spirits. All my best to Keith, of course. Christine, lovely to see you. I think you're going to take second in the Ladies' League. Well done, fantastic. Let me have your address so I can send you the trophy. We look forward to seeing you soon, hopefully. But trophy on its way to Christine Meek, who's going to finish second. Maria Witsky, I think, going for third in the Ladies' League, perhaps at 46th. But she's got her usual duel with Migu Canada. And I think Migu might have won that one because he's roughly about 60 metres ahead. Lovely to see you finish there, Christine. Well done, as I say. So going forward, as I say, Monday nights with us. Tuesdays, OTR have got their Titans thing. They had a good turnout last night. So make sure you're on that one. As that's Eva, the Russian, coming in next. Getting points in the Ladies' League as well. Great to see you. Thank you for riding. And Wednesdays, ECKD. There's also Wednesday Worlds on there, but it has bots. And the Omnium guys are also starting a Wednesday. But ECKD, if you're coming from RGT and you're using the RGT people as your benchmark, it's Monday Malarkey Mondays, OTR Tuesdays and Thursdays, ECKD Wednesdays. And the other recommendations come from Wednesday Worlds, although it's got bots on Wednesday. Omnium coming over from RGT, going to start on a Wednesday. And R3R have also got a Tuesday. So everything, you know, this is not the end, it's just change. Okay. And the other thing to remember is I don't know who Cy Bradley is, but his name's underneath me. I'm David Watson. But I think I do know Cy Bradley actually. What I was going to say is this is not the end, it's evolution. It's just what it is. And IndieVelo is a beta testing stage way beyond where RGT was at when most of us first got involved with it. And even if there's some features on RGT that you miss on IndieVelo, they will come. What it is absolutely phenomenal. It's the right name now. Thank you. The IndieVelo is robust. It's reliable. They're getting the under the bonnet stuff done first. They'll give it a lick of paint later on. But as I say, if you walk over and go, well, it doesn't have this and it doesn't have that, I think you're missing the point because it's in beta testing stage. It is going to be the bomb. As I say, we're not here on Wednesdays anymore. ECKD will look after you on Wednesdays from now on IndieVelo. We are very present on IndieVelo with a mammoth series called Monday Malarkey on there. It's been running for months. We get great turnouts. It's been a great success. And I'll tell you what, as sad as I am tonight, I'm as excited equally. Now, I can't leave without thanking every single one of you for coming out on our last night. I can't leave without saying thank you to everybody who's ever ridden one of our races. But if there's one person I really, really want to thank, it's Damon Bates. ZMS broadcasts have been absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. You can't do this without ZMS. They are the kings of this. Secondly, and only slightly behind Damon, Wouter Clays, the results service you provided for all of us on RGT has been absolutely fantastic. Okay, thank you very much, Wouter. Not only that, you do the front of house as well because you go and win races. And I think there's probably about 20 other people that I would really like to thank in and around the RGT community. I think you know who you are, but I think the effort put in by Wouter and Damon has been phenomenal. I salute all the other organisers on RGT, and I'm honestly, I'd be here for hours if I said thank you to everybody I wanted to thank. I mean, particularly the riders, the teams. I mean, Nick Greenhouse has been fantastic. I'll tell you what, there's another one. Nick Greenhouse has supported me quite nicely during this, and I'm probably not in the sort of way that Wouter and Damon did, but Nick Greenhouse, you've been a rock, mate. You've been absolutely brilliant. I probably missed somebody out, and I'm probably going to offend somebody. Just email me and insult me, and I will say sorry. Okay. It's the end of an era, but it's a transition. We'll see you on Monday for Monday Malarkey on IndieVelo. Now, get that champagne out, get that beer out, and if you're teetotal, get a lemonade. But let's celebrate what a great era RGT was. Absolutely fantastic. Each and every one of you has contributed to this. Give yourself a pat on the back and pour yourself a drink. Well done, everybody. The results will be up soon, but it's just a new chapter, all right? See you soon.